to your mental wellness coach. So today we'll be talking on relationship with a narcissist, warning signs and red flags of a narcissistic lover. Um, Dating a narcissistic lover, a lot of you do not know that every one of us have a trait of narcissism, including you, including myself. However, theirs is just mostly ignored. You know, you meet this new girl, you meet this new guy, he's great, he's amazing, he gives you the attention. You've not been getting so much attention before, but he bombards you with the attention. He's calling regularly, calling more than 3 times a day, calling more than twice a day, wants to know your everyday movements. That's actually the narcissistic traits. And actually, we do not know, but I'm here to educate you on all of this. So, there are specific signs and red flags associated with narcissism. You can see these signs, you would commonly experience them, and I'm going to run them by you right now. But you would actually have felt like this was love, this was real love. God has answered my prayers, but you're being set up by the devil. Yeah. So you experience things like you've met that guy or you've met that girl, and within 3 days things are going so fast. You're talking constantly. He's already telling you, oh my God, I love you, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. But he doesn't know you, but you don't know him. You don't know if he's a woman beater. You don't know if he's a kidnapper. It makes you feel all so comfortable in his own skin way too early before time. I mean, I have experienced that times without numbers, and I actually felt it was love, but you know the end of that story. They are overly interested in you. They want to know what you are doing. As a matter of fact, they want to be able to tell what you are doing the next minute. They want to be able to tell, oh, my girlfriend or my boyfriend is at a so and so place now. If you call, that is what it will be like. Some people get to think that, oh, that's trust, that's keeping you in loop, but actually, no. It's good you keep your spouse in loop to know what you guys are doing, what you guys are not doing, where you would be. But when it's excessive, it's just all the shades of red flag you need. Any shade of red you are looking for, light red, tomato red, pepper red. In fact, it's that pepper red exactly that you need to put your mind on, because that is going to show you pepper. Frequent compliments. Oh my God, you are so beautiful. I've never seen a lady like you. Probability is telling 5 other ladies that too. The probability is actually 99.1%. And you can't really believe all those things. When I was younger, my mom would always tell me, you are very beautiful. And it stuck. She would always tell me that, but she would always tell me, don't let it make your head swell. Don't do this, don't do that. But the reason she told me that, always when I grew up, she gave me the reason. She said, so that when a man tells you are so beautiful, you don't get to fall just because you've not heard those words regularly. I heard those words regularly, even if it didn't come from my brothers. I'm the only girl. It didn't come from my brothers, but it constantly came from my mother, and it meant something. So today, if a man walks up to me and say, oh, you look so beautiful, I'll tell him I know. Or he says, you smell nice, I do always. That's always my response. And they are always like, why doesn't it get to you? Because there was somebody there while I was growing up that gave it to me all the time without making me feel like this compliment is, I'm giving you this compliment to take something back from you. Be careful when a man tells you constantly, you are so beautiful, you are the most beautiful girl I've seen. You are an angel. Ow, did you drop from the sky? When did you become an angel? Where are your wings? Why is he lying to you? I'm not saying you're not beautiful, but most of the time they are saying this to you to get something back from you, to take something from you. And if you're not going to give me a compliment without expecting something in return, why are you giving me the compliment at all? So yeah, awareness of their serious intentions too early. You meet a man and he tells you, oh, you are very beautiful, I like you, you are so put together, but you don't know me, you just met me yesterday. How do you know I'm so put together? I'm very playful. You don't know what I'm like at home. but I'm so put together, and then it goes ahead to say, I would marry you and I would take you overseas. I did not tell you I want to jackpot, but why are you telling me you want to take me overseas? Why are you bringing up these intentions? Most of the time they are false, and they just say them to you to make you feel comfortable, to submit to them. It's not out of the place of love, it's not out of the place of understanding, it's not out of the place of appreciation. Do not mistake someone patronizing you for someone, giving you good compliments and admiring you. They are two separate things. Saying they are in love with you or you are their soulmate too early. You've not gone so deep in the relationship, or you've not gone so deep in the friendship, and within 1 week, 2 weeks, he's already telling you, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. No. I'm not saying you can't meet someone who would say that to you and actually mean it and maybe give you that for the rest of your life. But in this age we are in right now, a lot of people are damaged, a lot of people are broken, especially with the fact that childhood traumas are making grown men damaged all the way from when they were younger to now they are even in their 40s, unmarried. They are really damaged people out there, and you need to be careful. Recognizing that it's too much too quick is a good way to start. Once you begin to recognize that he is doing too much too quick to make you comfortable, you should understand that he is hiding something. He's trying to mask himself. He is hiding behind the mask, and you need to know that. The earlier you know that, the better for you. Love bombing. Love bombing is one of the common signs of dating a narcissistic lover. Is love bombing you. I think I've mentioned that before. It's texting you all the time, calling you all the time, wanting to see you all the time, wanting you around all the time, wanting to visit. It feels so good. It feels so real and so. But when that happens, in no time, you begin to realize that, let's give it 3 months, it's losing interest. It never gave it time to grow. It's just been lost at the very beginning and you didn't know. And you are already caught up in the entire atmosphere, the emotional appreciation. It's giving and you are receiving. It's just there. And at the end of the day, you get heartbroken and you're like, oh my God, I just ate breakfast. I mean, the breakfast has been cooking since. It's just been waiting to drop, and it's dropped and you are surprised. Like, you need to start knowing when he's doing too much. You need to start understanding that I can't just take it. Eventually, is going to unmask himself, and you would see that this is not the person I actually thought he was. At the long run, you begin to see things like this is self-centered or she is self-centered. Then this person begins to show you how much they need you to admire them back. But I was on my own at the beginning, and you came and you started telling me how beautiful I am. I might have not mentioned how cute you are too, but at some point you begin to hear things like, you don't even tell me I am cute, you don't even tell me I'm beautiful, you don't even appreciate me. That's self-appraisal that they are giving to themselves, but you're not giving it back to them, and it's eating them up, and you guys just begin to fight over minor things. And you see yourself, you dress, you're going out, and it's like, oh, you can't be dressed like this going out, but I've always dressed like this going out. Why do you have the problem with it right now? It's because at this point it's beginning to feel like you are not up to his standard anymore. He's not up to your standard anymore. You are too big for him. Probably other men are out there eyeing you. Issues from nowhere begins to come up. So you see these lovers, they have the self-centeredness, the grandiosity, exaggerating or she exaggerating and amplifying their own accomplishments. They come to you and be like, oh, I actually went to Bangkok, or I actually went to Bowen. What school did you go to again? Oh, OND, Yabatek. Oh, wow. Okay, that's okay. You see, when I went to Bangkok and I had my 4 years degree, and I went to the UK and I had my MSc, I went to America, I had my PhD. Oh, I work in a good paying company. Does it really matter? What do you have to offer humanity? Does it really matter? They are always trying to praise themselves. They are always trying to talk about what they've done that is so big. While doing it, they are degrading you, devaluing you, and you don't even know it. You are just there looking, smiling, and that is when depression starts setting in. You begin to say that you're unhappy in that relationship, because we understand that you might have not achieved so much, but for some people you've achieved enough. Some people have not gotten to where you've gotten to. Some people don't even have a degree. Some people even dropped out at primary 6, did not have to do secondary school. So don't make anybody, especially in a relationship, make you feel like, oh, you've not achieved so much, so take several seats. You tell them to take several seats, They are not too interested about you. They are not really interested in what you have to say. And you get home, oh babe, let me tell you about what happened at my place of work today. Oh, okay. And he's listening. The next thing is like, oh yes, I just remembered. That was when I was driving home from work. This happened, that happened. They are really not interested in what you have to say. They're not interested in what you are going through. They're not even seeing the signs that you're already going through anxiety. They're not even seeing the signs you're already feeling depressed. They're not even seeing the signs that there's already a dark cloud over your head, making you sad all the time, covering up your beauty, covering up the things you've done, just because you are in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic lover. They most likely would not see all the signs, because they don't care. They don't care. You realize that it was sweet at the beginning, and after 3 months, it's just bad. That's why I advise people, try to be in a talking stage for at least 2 months. Because men these days really don't want to be in a talking stage for 2 months. They are not interested in being in a talking stage for 2 months. They just want to talk to you for a week and ask you to be their girlfriend, and the next thing they want to start sampling everything on your body. No. Try to be in a talking stage for at least 3 months. Recommended 3 months. 2 to 3 months is great. If he needs to take you out on that date, he should take you out on that date properly. Go to a very good restaurant, get you flowers, treat you like the lady that you are, and make him do the hard things he has to do to value you. At the long run, narcissistic lovers would not be able to wait for 2-3 months. They would move on to somebody else who is willing to fall into their hands and fall into their trap easily and freely. They don't always want to work hard, and some of them who are really so damaged, they want to just work way too hard to get you and smash you, shatter your heart, break you, make you broken as them. Some of them, they move around with that intention. Oh, I just want someone who is playing hard to get. I would work hard to get her and then serve her breakfast. You can't get these things all to right all the time, but it's good to be careful. It's good to be on the safer side. Not every narcissist will display their traits, but most of them will do. Some of them will hide behind the I really like you and I'm the gentle type facade, and you can never really know what their intentions are for you until it happens. So you need to be careful. Make sure they're not giving you the victim story. They're not giving you the blame game from their past relationship. Oh, it was my ex's fault, and all that. You need to be alert on the arrogance. Make sure that these people do not bring all this to you, especially when you talk about their last relationships, because all these are things you need to be careful of. There are things you need to see. You need to notice how manipulating they are, how controlling they are, how much they want to take charge over your life. Make sure that their grandiosity doesn't come close to you, because it will rub off on you eventually, and it will pull you down. It will pull down your emotions. It will wreck you, and you will most likely feel sad. Anxiety sets in, depression, panic attack, everything, then goes to suicide. You begin to think, am I unlovable? It's not like you're unlovable. You are very much lovable. You just need a perfect spouse who is not damaged to love you and take care of you. Thank you very much, and see you on the next session. Bye.